Okay, we're going to be bringing the
Okay.
person of Anwoluwakbo Tenny Badges. Welcome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Thank you. Can you
Anwoluwakbo,
hear
welcome.
me?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
All right. Thank
But
you
I think
so,
you are
so much.
muted. Is it?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I can
Okay.
see on the
Yeah, I'm
screen that.
using, yes,
Oh,
yes. It's a different laptop I'm using for that.
okay,
All
that's
right.
good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anolo Akpo Penny Biaje. Okay. Thank you so much, Iskaya, for the invite. I really appreciate it. Um, I'll be speaking on building a successful career in data analytics. So, just a little bit introduction. I'm a Microsoft certified data analyst. I currently work in the financial services, where I'm empowering the organization to make informed business to achieve meaningful growth. I think Aman did a lot of explanation on who a data analyst is. So I know that you have been able to like get a little bit of insight from that. I think you did a very good job. Thank you so much, Aman, for that. And so, okay, I'm just here to give us a little bit of tips from my experience on how you can, be successful in this career. I know so many of us are new from the introduction. I had people in customer service, people in the travel industry, right, from the introduction. And I want to tell you, you are in the right place. Like, this is the best place to be right now. Customer service needs a lots of data analytics, right? From your getting to know your NPX, your customer feedback, these are some of the reviews and feedbacks that you need to analyze to inform your company of the next decisions to take concerning the business growth, because customer experience is very paramount to business revenue, right? Also, the travel industry. And I think I heard someone say she's at work right now. That's fine. This journey that you just started today is like the best bet you can make for yourself, wherein maybe you can get a remote job. Not everybody will get to work remotely, right? Some can work hybrid, some can work remotely, while some, depending on the industry you're working in, you have to work on site, but it's fine. The main thing is that you have to love what you're doing. You have to love what you're doing and be passionate about it. You have to, wake up every day happy about going to work, because you know that you are there to solve problems. You are there to bring value to the company, right? That's the most important thing. And like Amma said, data is the new oil. Like everybody needs data. Maybe that is why some of us are here. Maybe we heard that data is the new oil, or maybe you just open LinkedIn one day and you saw somebody say, "I'm happy to announce this. I'm happy to announce that." Right? We are in the age of data and artificial intelligence, and the future is basically built on AI. On data is like the foundation, the fundamental of that, right? And some of the technical skills and the soft skills that you're going to be needing for that, I think Ayman really touched a lot of that, be it the Excel, the Power BI, the Tableau. Those are so many, there are so many skills, right? In this career, you'll be working with a lot of skills. And I assure you, in the first few days or weeks, you would be very confused. Like you'll be you'll be like, God, are you sure I'm on the right path? Who sent me to do this? Right? Nobody said it would be this easy. Nobody said it would be very easy, right? It's going to be a little tough. But one thing you need to know is that if I can do it, if Ayman can do it, if you've seen examples of people that can do it, that's to show you that there's possibility that you can also do it. It doesn't matter where you're starting from, whether you're transitioning from zero, like non-technical background at all, or you're transitioning from like another career in tech to data analysis. You're very much welcome. In just you just give yourself time, be very patient with your learning, be very focused. I think you can move the slides to the technical and soft skills, right? That's where I am right now. So they can see the screen, right? You'll be learning. I think joining this boot camp is the best thing for you. I like that people are starting the year on a great note. Not many people are starting the year like this, trying to upskill themselves, trying to be better, learn new things, advance themselves. You're taking a huge bet on yourself, and like that's the best thing anyone can do for themselves. And all you have to do is just focus on learning every of the tool you'll be taught in class, one step at a time. Like I said, be very patient with yourself. You just have to be consistent whenever you are given task projects. make sure that you cut out time. You have to prioritize your learning, right? These few weeks that you have, or few weekends to learn, you really have to like structure your time. I know some of us are working 9 to 5 already. I don't know if some of us do not have anything to do, but at least you have to like make this your main agenda, your priority for the next few months that you'll be learning, right? By the end of the 3 months, I'm very sure you'll be like, was I the one that had no clue at the beginning of the year? You will. I'm telling you, it might take you 3 months, it might take you 6 months, it might take you 1 year. Everyone's journey is different, right? You don't have to compare yourself with any other person. As long as you keep putting in the work, you keep learning, I assure you that you're going to come out, strong. You're going to come out victorious, right? And I want you to, collaborate, teamwork, soft skills that you're going to be really needing in this boot camp. You have to, everyone on this call, you have to like um make meaningful relationships with one another, like connect. You guys, I'm sure you have like a community that you're going to be talking, whenever tasks are given, please rub minds together. If you have a little bit of knowledge, or maybe you're a beginner, you guys can work together and work on your project, because teamwork makes the dream work. Actually, nobody was, two good heads are better than one. And I'm sure that once you do that together, there was a project, I joined an hackathon last year, Data First hackathon. Like, I never even intended to join, you know, but because of a committee I'm in, someone reached out to me, two guys, like, okay, because of how things I've been doing, I've been posting, I've been consistent. They're like, okay, I think we can do this together, and like out of 100 teams that, you know, um applied for the academy, came top 15, even though we didn't come like winners. I know that is like a very great move that I might not have done by myself if I did not collaborate with others, right? And I'm telling you, even before you get a job, because some of you might feel like, after 3 months, I'm hoping to get a job. And then maybe after 3 months, you don't get a job immediately, or maybe 6 months or 1 year, you know, and then you start getting, impatient, or you start losing hope. Don't be like that, right? Even if you don't get a job, you can actually freelance. You can join hackathons. You can do quizzes like Data First Africa does hackathons, like where the winner goes with like $1,000, runner ups $800, $500, right? And also, it is very possible for you to get a job in 3 months, like people say, right? You can go on LinkedIn. I see someone say, I only learned for 6 months and then I get a job. Why? Because they've actually been networking. Please, you can move to the next slide, right? Um, Networking, attending industry conferences, events, meetups, joining tech communities. These are some of the ways that you can stay up to date in your career and build a professional network, right? You can get a job. Please, like they've been instructing you, open a LinkedIn. I usually recommend LinkedIn a lot. This boot camp, this 3 months, is a very good time for you to have something. Like, some of you may say, I don't know what to post to. I don't know what to write. LinkedIn is very oppressing. Everybody is announcing something every day, and you're just there. You don't know what to do. Well, you can just keep engaging at the beginning. You can be liking, reposting, um, connect with anyone that looks like what you want to become. Identify people in the space, role models, mentors. Find people that are in professions like data analysis that you want to be right now. Look at their profile. There's what we call reverse engineering, right? Look at where they are now. Go through their profile. Look at the courses they've taken, the certifications they've taken, and how before they got to where they are now. And if you follow that simple step, I'm telling you, you'll be successful, because success is very replicable. If it's not replicable, then it's not successful. For you to be successful, you have to be able to replicate your success. That is what success is about. So if anybody can do it, then you can do it also. I assure you. Nobody has it all figured out. I'm here talking like this today. Does not mean I'm at the top of my career. I'm just here by grace, because I'm also still figuring it out, right? Nobody has it all figured out. There might be a case study today I have to work on, but because I've built like a network of people around me, I can always rub minds with people, right? let's do this. Okay, I have a project I'm working on. I have this question that looks tough. Let's break it down. Even let me tell you, these slides I'm talking about and everything, it took a village to put this together, right? I didn't just come up here and start talking. I had to run it through some people also so that I'm not speaking nonsense, right? So you community has a lot to do with your growth. And if you want to be successful, I'm telling you, you can't go on this path alone, right? That's just what I'm saying. You have to engage with your network. Any task or project you do, just it doesn't matter if it's just an Excel dashboard. Okay, you're able to clean this data, you remove duplicates, you did this, you did some averages, put it out there. Let me tell you, day one is better than day zero. Even if you know something one step ahead, you are still better than someone that does not know anything. And the more you share on to people online, the more you're visible. If you tag Astroidegita, you can tag other mentors. They can help you repost. A single repost can help you get your next job, internship, anything. It's a good move towards building a successful career. The best jobs, I'm telling you on LinkedIn, the best jobs you can see are not gotten by interviewing. Even to get your feet into most companies right now are gotten by referrals or recommendation. That's the best way people get into companies, get their jobs right now. Just a single referral from somebody in your network or a professional or somebody in the community goes a long way, because especially if you want to enter companies, unicorns, or like multinationals that have like several rounds of interviews. Apart from knowing the technical aspects of data analytics, there are some places that you have to do culture interviews, culture fit interviews. They'll ask you so many questions that are not even that are not technical, right? So for you to get those parts, and it has to do with a lot of research that you've done in the community, and staying up to date with trends in in that industry also. Those are some of the things that you have to go through to get a good job, right? It will not be given to you on a platter of gold, right? You have to go for it. So that's why we're encouraging you to put yourself out on LinkedIn. It doesn't mean you have to post every day. Just be consistent in putting yourself out, right? That's just what it means. Please, the next slide, I put business acumen, right? To be successful in this career, right? You have to understand the industry you're in. It's okay to experiment, to do different industries while you are starting out. I'm sure you'll be working on several cases, maybe customer care experience, maybe you'll be working on healthcare. They might give you a project case on sports industry, or maybe tech, aviation. Is good, right? But when you get to like maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you want to like niche down, right, to a particular industry, because when you want to get into leadership position, I think you saw the trajectory that Eman put right there before, right? When you're getting to the managerial positions and um, um, the chairman positions, nobody just wants to pick someone that has just the technical skills, right? You need to be able to explain what is going on in the industry at the moment. That will help the analysis that you're visualizing. You'll be able to explain how it affects revenue growth, the market share, competitor analysis. Excuse me. Where I currently work, it's in the financial services, and at our first meeting of the year, our unit head was talking about how our NPL ratio was below 5%, which is a good thing for us, because I work in the consumer risk management unit. Any layman just seeing that something is less than 5% be like, that's very low, isn't that bad? But no, because I know what NPL means, right? It's one of our terminologies. I know that, yes, it is good for us that that percentage is low, right? So, but if you're not in the financial services, you might not understand what NPL is, or NPS for customer service. The person that works in customer service has your net promoter score, right? It has to be high, right? Everything you're doing, you're working towards making sure that score is high. That's what will determine the next strategies you're going to put in place this year to make sure that your customer experience is better, right? Also, for the person in the aviation industry, you have to check maybe the returning rates of people that book your flights, for you to be able to know, okay, maybe they had issues in the last flight they did, or their first flight. Maybe that's why they came back, or they did not come back to book our flights again. You have to know so many things. Maybe it's their pricing. You have to check your pricing. You have to know your competition, how the market is doing at the moment. You have to know your business models, your strategic goals for the year, you know. You're not just taking data and visualizing, right? There's so many things that when you're saying your report, you have to, you know, tell a story. Storytelling. That's you have to draw insights from your data. Don't just give people numbers and graphs and charts, right? You have to tell what your data, what your visualization is solving. That is what the CEOs and the stakeholders want to hear. Nobody just wants to see your beautiful dashboards at the end of the day. There's no solution to give, right? Okay, so finally, the conclusion, what I'm just going to say is that you have to excel at what you're doing, excel in your craft. That might sound cliche, but you have to excel. You have to make sure that whatever you're doing, you do it well. Even if they say, okay, just build this simple, work on Excel. If it's Excel you're doing, make sure you do it repeatedly and repeatedly until you can do it often without watching tutorials on it, right? You are, and the skill that says you are what to do repeatedly. You can't be doing this consistently and you will not be good at it. You have to do it repeatedly and repeatedly. Like, place your focus on this. I think there's a quote that says, focus on your focus until you become the focus, right? You cannot keep staring and beholding at something. You will become it at the end of the day. So when you see people with certifications, I just became certified in this. I'm telling you, they didn't get there in one day. And it might look like, oh, I'm just starting out. When will I have this certification? Trust me, just be patient with yourself. Keep believing, keep doing, be good at whatever you do. Stay up to date. You know, engage with your community. Engage with community. That is very important. Engage with everyone on this call, your bootcamp members. Somebody on this call might be your next referral, might be your next recommender that will recommend you to your next job. I know someone that got a job just from tagging on Twitter. The person tagged the person that, oh, I know this person will be good at this job. And that was how the person was hired. I have gotten a lot of offers from LinkedIn. I can't how many jobs that I've gotten from LinkedIn. Even me being here is just by my LinkedIn connection, right? So please, it is very important, very, very important. Thank you so much for having me here. You can connect with me on LinkedIn if you want to. You can give updates on your projects. And once you post, you can tag me. I will be sure to repost and encourage you all the way. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you. If there are any
Thank,
questions, I can. Okay. All right. Thank you.
thank you for that beautiful presentation.
You're welcome, sir.